Blink and you teleport. The hidden blackouts in your vision. You're going to do this about 20,000 times today. And every single time, you teleport. No, that's not a metaphor. The average person blinks between 15 and 20 times a minute. Each one lasts anywhere from a tenth to almost half a second. If you do the math, it adds up to a wild amount of your waking life, around 10%, spent with your eyes shut. That's nearly an hour and a half of pure blackout every single day. And yet, you never notice. You don't see darkness. You don't see a shutter closing. You don't even sense the gap. For a split second, your brain deletes reality, creating thousands of hidden blackouts. This is the story of how your mind covers them up, and why the world you see isn't the real world at all. Section 1. The problem. A world of unseen blackouts. First, let's just appreciate the sheer scale of this. At 15 to 20 blinks a minute, you're looking at somewhere between 14,000 and 19,000 blinks a day. If you live to be 80, you will have spent years of your life with your eyes closed. But think about it. If you were to just close your eyes for that long, you'd be plunged into darkness. So why, when you blink, does the world feel so perfectly seamless? Why doesn't your life look like a badly edited movie, full of jarring cuts to black? For a long time, the easy explanation was that a blink is just too fast for our brains to even bother with. A fleeting moment, gone before we can consciously process the dark. But that theory doesn't really hold up, because a blink can last up to 400 milliseconds, which is an eternity in neurological terms. We can easily perceive things that are much, much shorter. The real answer is far more bizarre and interesting. It's not that your brain is too slow to see the darkness. It's that your brain actively chooses not to. The mystery gets deeper when you realize your brain is doing this without asking. It's a fundamental part of how you perceive the world, a constant act of censorship that's so perfect. You've gone your entire life without ever noticing it. This isn't some passive oversight. It's an active cover-up. Your brain is intentionally hiding the truth of your own vision from you, thousands of times a day. So the real question isn't just what happens when I blink, but what is my brain doing to make sure I never find out? Section 2. The brain's deception, blink suppression. So how does it pull off this grand illusion? With a remarkable neural process called blink suppression. This isn't just your eyelid physically blocking light. It's an active top-down command from your brain to your entire visual system. Right before you blink, your brain sends out a motor command to your eyelid muscles. But at the exact same time, it sends a second, secret message. Think of it as a classified memo sent to the parts of your brain in charge of sight and awareness, basically telling them, ignore what's about to happen. We're going dark for a sec, but nobody needs to know. This signal actively quiets down activity in your visual cortex, along with parts of the parietal and prefrontal cortex, the areas that help you notice changes in the world around you. It's like a film director yelling, "Cut," right before the camera gets shaky. The brain preemptively stops recording to avoid capturing the messy, blurry footage of the world smearing across your retina. The result is you don't perceive the blink, the motion blur, or the blackout that follows. And scientists have proven this is an active shutdown, not just a side effect of darkness. In clever experiments, they've shown a light directly onto a person's retina during a blink, meaning there was no darkness to see. But the brain still suppressed the visual information. This proves it. Blink suppression is a deliberate editing process. It's your brain's way of keeping your visual experience stable and coherent. Without it, the world would be a dizzying, chaotic mess of constant flickering. Your brain prioritizes a smooth story over a truthful one. Section 3. Filling in the blanks. The active creation of reality. Okay, so your brain hits delete on the blink itself. But what does it show you instead? It can't just leave a blank space. That would be just as jarring as seeing darkness. Instead, your brain performs its most incredible trick. It fills in the gap. It becomes a master forger, inventing a tiny slice of reality that never actually happened. It does this through a process where your brain borrows from the immediate past. Essentially, it takes the visual information from the moment right before the blink and pastes it over the blackout period. It's so effective that your perception of an object can be skewed. Your brain merges what you saw before the blink with what you see after, pulling your current perception toward what you saw up to 15 seconds ago. You might have even experienced a version of this. Ever look at a clock with a second hand and feel like that first tick after you look at it seems to last forever? That's a related phenomenon called chronostasis. Your brain fills the visual gap created by your eye movement with the first new image it sees, which makes that image feel like it's been there longer than it really has. This filling in process happens automatically in the earliest stages of vision processing. Researchers have even been able to get the brain to see illusory objects in blank spaces, and they've watched the brain's visual centers light up in the exact areas that correspond to those gaps. This is the ultimate proof that your brain isn't just ignoring the void, it's actively painting in new details. The seamless world you experience is a carefully constructed story, told by your brain to hide the thousands of holes in reality you experience every day. Section 4. It's not just blinking, the mind's eye blink. But the story of your brain's hidden blackouts doesn't stop with your eyelids. These little teleportation events are happening even when your eyes are wide open. Every time you shift your attention from one thing to another, even without moving your eyes, you experience a tiny, unconscious gap in your perception. Scientists have called it the mind's eye blink. They discovered that just shifting your focus creates a brief disruption in your visual cortex. It's the processing cost you pay for the ability to mentally zero in on something. While paying attention helps you see things more clearly, the very act of redirecting that attention creates a tiny blind spot in your awareness. This is a cousin to a phenomenon called the attentional blink. If you're shown a rapid series of images, you will often completely miss a second target if it appears too quickly after the first one. Your brain gets so busy processing the first thing that it effectively blinks and misses what comes next. Think about how many times a day you shift your attention, from the road to the GPS, from your laptop to your phone, from one person's face to another in a conversation. Every single one of those shifts is a micro blackout, a tiny tear in the fabric of your perception that your brain diligently stitches back together. The seamless high-def movie you think you're watching is actually a clever montage of focused snapshots, all connected by moments of manufactured reality. The director in your head is working overtime, not just during blinks, but with every single shift of your internal gaze. If your mind is a little blown, realizing your brain is a movie director that's constantly editing your reality, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. We're always digging into the hidden ways your mind works, and you won't want to miss what we uncover next. Section 5. The illusion of seamless motion, how the movie is made. So how does the brain, our master film editor, create such a flawless final cut? It uses a few key tricks to create the grand illusion of stable, continuous vision. One of the most important is something you already know from the movies: persistence of vision. This is the simple phenomenon where an image sticks around in your brain for about a 25th of a second after it's gone. That's the magic behind cinema. A movie is just a bunch of still photos shown one after another, really fast. Because a new image shows up before the last one has fully faded from your sensory memory, your brain just blends them together, creating the illusion of smooth motion. Your daily life works the same way. Your brain is basically running a high frame rate film, and blink suppression is just its way of cutting out the bad frames. Another key trick is flicker fusion. At a certain speed, a rapidly flashing light is no longer seen as flickering, but as a single, steady source of light. A part of your midbrain called the superior colliculus is a key player here. As the flashing gets faster, the neural activity in this region actually calms down, which seems to help create the perception of a constant, fused image. Finally, your brain's own internal rhythm shapes what you see. Electrical activity in your visual cortex pulses in waves. The speed of these personal brain waves can change how you perceive the world. Research has shown that people with a faster alpha frequency can tell two separate flashes of light apart with a much shorter gap between them. This suggests our individual brain rhythms help set the refresh rate for our perception. All of these systems work together to make sure the final product, your conscious experience, is a smooth, stable, and totally convincing movie. Section 6, the director in your head. So let's put it all together. The experience you call seeing is not a passive recording of the outside world. It is an active, moment-by-moment construction, a masterpiece of neurological editing. Your brain isn't a camera. It's a director, a storyteller, and a very, very good special effects artist. It actively edits out the darkness and motion blur from your blinks and eye movements using a process called suppression, basically telling your visual system to go on a coffee break to avoid seeing the messy parts. Then, it doesn't just leave those moments blank. It masterfully fills in the gaps, using information from the immediate past to make an educated guess about what should be there, pasting it over the void to create an illusion of stability. And this editing job isn't just for blinks. It happens with every single shift of your attention, creating mind's eye blinks that briefly disrupt your perception before being seamlessly patched up. Finally, it uses tricks like persistence of vision and flicker fusion to blend an endless series of snapshots into what feels like a smooth, flowing film. The result is that you aren't seeing the world as it is. You're seeing the story of the world as told by your brain. Conclusion. So the next time you blink, take a second and remember what's really happening. It's not just a simple mechanical action. It's a micro-teleportation event, a moment where your brain deletes reality and then masterfully reconstructs it. You are witnessing the incredible hidden power of your own mind to build a stable, seamless world from an ocean of chaotic input and constant blackouts. You aren't just living in the world. You are co-creating it every time you blink. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? If your brain is editing out thousands of blackouts every single day without you knowing, what else might it be leaving on the cutting room floor? Let us know your theories in the comments. And for more journeys into the hidden workings of your brain, make sure to subscribe and check out this next video.